Whoa, Northstar here with another pop-up dungeon let's play. Apologize for kind of thinking aloud a little bit in the last video. Just trying to fill the some of the silences to give you guys something interesting to. I don't know. If you're just watching someone play silently, it'd probably be boring, right? Excuse me. At some point, I may go to Twitch and then there's live interactions, but right now I don't have enough subscribers here. I assume I'd have to have subscribers here and people follow me over. I tried twitching a little bit there, and I going over on Twitch. I got like one bot who came in and tried to post stupid spam messages, and like maybe a lurker who'd said nothing, or maybe someone was trying to harvest personal data, or God knows what. A silent bot. But I don't know. Maybe I should just do that over and over, but I thought YouTube channel videos could be viewed over and over in the future. And so this would be more time efficient. YouTube just isn't giving any impressions on my videos after they've been out like a week, though. Heck, it's only giving it for like 3 days. What, it doesn't get 100% click-through rate, so it's gonna stop showing? I don't know. Anyways, the rich poor. This is literally, this at least I know is the inn. No, this is not a boss fight. I'll be fine with saving the upgrades till after the fight. This is the inn in Sweetwater campaign, so at least I know what this map was made for. Of course, there's a random Kodiak bear here. Really? Goblin, kobold, half centaur. These all fit with the map. And then Shimazine. What? No, she has no real business being. She's actually in the space campaign, despite being a cat with a sword. Oh yeah, and she also shows up in the wizard's tower. So I'm not aware of her being anywhere in Sweetwater. Or maybe I just haven't done the right events, but I don't think she's there. Bear is just a lot of raw power. Enough defense to actually be a little bit of a problem in invasion. This power level. Haven't been really rolling armor penetration. It's not like the Run Home campaign where I can send the simulator and choose offense training and actually the holodeck and actually get armor pen semi-reliably. Even though I have it for my charms, it's not enough. My party, you see it, they've got like, well, 240. These kind of evasions, I need more though. Chemo's even worse. The skitty kitty ability. And high evasion. Mine's another damage chip. It's underutilized. People like slashing fire to some degree earth and sometimes blunt. There's just like certain damage types that get wicked overused in this game. Piercing, mundane piercing, but not magical. Those not so much. I don't know. I can call it a lack of creativity. Players' parts. Maybe if I played more Dungeons and Dragons, I'd be better at coming up with creative solutions. Let me set this up off camera. Instead of regaling you right this moment about my adventures in trying to do D&D campaigns and people scheduling nonsense and lovely fruits of living in freaking suburbia. God. Alright, all set up. Let's go. There's 2 fights on this floor, after all.
I do not seek glory.
Anyway, it's a cozy looking tavern. Things don't seem to be so randomly scattered. Either they put a lot of thought into the procedural spawns, or this is a pre-made room. Who knows? They may have had these only on the outside of the room, and this... Was that supposed to be like a tip jar? It's got like a hole in the top. Anyways. Taking on the kobold. It's gonna be a little tough, but...
Be at peace.
So, if I move, I could get targeted. Or is that only? I probably don't want that to happen to Ottoman.
I walk through the valley. I give you my heart.
Yeah, because the Ottoman I want to go in there to make sure I can take down the kobold.
I will fear no evil.
Alright. Yep, knowing the direction that dodge would happen. Wasn't going to work out so well for the cat.
These elven eyes have seen much suffering.
Give Brock an axe.
Feel the light course through your mortal veins.
This guy's already got tons of power. And give him another axe.
Feel free to die. I'll resurrect you.
Effort is the magic of man.
Yeah, that works well. Maybe. Oh, bad against elemental. Let's make almost too well. That won't quite do it. least this is weaker. Rock up to try and take down the bear. Fishing against energy. Work. Hover and reflexes. So if I could hit with a fireball. Firebolt will work, but not as well.
Time for some explosive action.
I don't want to get pushed away, so. Nasty thing. Harvesting angle I got. It's not quite enough.
Expected this inquisition.
With rock having extra axes. Is Stonebreaker axe and whatever. Not Vehemence. Confess.
Repent, heathen. You look like you burn well.
Cool. Bear will only have 1 AP and won't be able to attack for a turn. As long as the Inquisitor is still alive. Guess I can put him here in case enemies do. Better safe than sorry. I'll put him over here.
Where the spirit pulls, the body follows.
Some Vehemence to Jane.
In good faith.
And get out of dodge.
Stop your hooves!
Bismogans slashing. So I might want to save some for... Centaur. Guess the diamond works pretty well against these. Don't have anything to worry about.
A righteous victory.
This is the Fate Weaver alternative to the Cleric build. Cassock. It's one of the pre-made. I think players don't know if you like use the mouse scroll up and down. A lot of the pre-made characters have alternate builds. Threads of Fate is one of them for the Fate Weaver, which is a version of the Cleric that can heal, but can also invert healing into anti-heal to deal a ton of damage to enemies. Quite underestimated doing that. And it demonstrates a concept that players, of course, didn't proceed to never use. Anti-healing like that. It's actually a pretty powerful thing to do. Especially since it's resistance, not defense, that protects against inverting, stuff like that. Although defense might still protect against the anti-heal, I guess. Cool. It's a nice cozy cavern. I don't see any hidden coins. I don't feel like destroying the scenery. Any more of it. Oh, sorry, I found a towel. Definitely thematic. Ogre, Legionary, Manticore, Wise One. Well, the TL is dangerous because it's spell steal. Can remove my shields. The Ogre has a decent amount of power, but it's slow, and Manticore is not dangerous. Wise Woman, surprisingly dangerous. Slow as heck, though. And there's this guy. So this Heath's not to be underestimated. So these three are the ones I have to take out. Set up off camera. See you in a sec. Alright. So I just checking, make sure I didn't accidentally hit the stop instead of pause hotkey that I had set up. Alright. Let's get going on this battle.
My hat.
You know, I didn't notice this before, but I was setting up. But the similarities between the towel and the manticore, including, of course, in typical fashion, turning expectations on their head, you expect it's a tiger howl, then it has like a tiger head. Owl body, it's actually, well, somewhat the opposite. You expect like owl feet and a tiger mouth, that'd be more dangerous. Maybe. But it's clearly modeled on manticore without being so similar that, you know, get sued, copyright infringement type stuff. And I was thinking about with the Sweet Arcusta, you try and find a tail feather. It's maybe inspired by searching for manticore fang. I believe in some fantasy settings, manticore fangs or barbs are highly poisonous, but you can make an antidote from the poison. A lot of times this is a theme in fantasy, very loosely based on like snake venom, antidote venom stuff in real life. The idea of making an antidote, but then the antidote working against all sorts of things because they're like magical poison. Anyways, it just occurred to me that might have been the inspiration for part of the Sweetwater story. Probably not ruin anything, right? You guys know that. You search for that there.
My, how you've grown. Never look a gift horse in the mouth.
She only has so many uses of that. And I've just expended one.
I do not seek glory.
I have to wear the old lady down. Well, I'll work in the front here because Hrothgar can Zeal Strike from there. With all Zeal Strikes, if I had Hrothgar on the front, you wouldn't have much AP left to move. And there's actually a ranged spell I could use. Here. I'll steal a bit of power from the town. So that'll get him grounded, then I'll lose his buff. Ugh. It was less effective than I thought. Maybe I'll just do this for now.
My wrath undoes the wicked. The light will guide me.
I want to save an AP for a holy intervention if necessary.
I bring the flame.
Who needs saving?
No.
Be nice.
Oh, it targets her, not the Ottoman. Oof. Unexpected. which didn't have much power to back her
Time for some
abilities.
explosive action.
So, yeah. Probably don't want chain going down now, so guard her a little. Let's deal with that ogre. Jaw's killing me, really. Do need to get that blood debt. God, the freaking energy.
No treat comes without a trick.
You get terrible healthcare with Medicaid too often. As doctors are not compensated as well for it. And, you know, it's the problem is, you know, kind of a two-tier between that and private health insurance. Well, places won't take it when it comes to dental care. Greed and medicine, basically, which
All my candy is organic.
I shall make. Oh, converted to a candy corn. Cool.
Thank the lizard, it's booze day.
You should have expected this Inquisition.
But yeah, the problem is not. Is very much
Do you
not a
think-
matter of the public health insurance is somehow bad. Is it's freaking underfunded. Number one and number two.
Surprise on my chief weapon. You will serve as an example.
That there's two different tiers, which, I mean, if everything was the same, even if the healthcare payouts to doctors and dentists and such weren't great, but everything was public, then they have no incentive to treat some patients worse than others. And, you know, if medicine isn't super well paid, you get people who go into it more because they want to help people rather than out of greed while lying about the reasons, because, you know, med schools and such supposedly try and filter those people out, but a lot lying get through. Is motivated by greed. Just want money.
I am no missionary.
And if public and private pay at the same rates approximately, so it's not really two different tiers, even if the rates are bad, you don't get these problems necessarily, but doctors aren't going to refuse to take one over the other. But when you have a public system that's intentionally underfunded, well, then it sucks. And then people the ruling class can point at and say, "Oh, public stuff sucks. We don't need more." It's always been a policy of, at least the conservatives who want to get rid of stuff, of underfunding public services, then saying the underfunded services suck, then privatizing them once they're underfunded. And many times creating distressed assets for the stuff. When they privatize, they'll sell off, if there's actual assets, stuff that is actually can very quickly be brought back up to high quality and worth a lot more, but was always suffering because it was underfunded temporarily. So it's a way to give money to, those rich connected capitalists, which yeah. As I said, I wouldn't try and talk too much about politics, so that's enough of that. Trying to cut it down doesn't mean none, ever, especially when it's relevant to my life. But this sucky quality of... Really? I spent the guard. She went down. At least.
I will know if you are fitting.
Yeah. It's gotten worse with after the pandemic. There's been a lot of burnout of physicians and dentists and such, so the quality of care has really gone downhill, especially for those taking the already underfunded Medicaid. This is relevant to my life because I've wanted to struggle with people who don't want to do a good job with the medical care, and I have to watch them like a hawk because they will try and cut corners. Not always something you can do about it, but you can try and say, no, I don't think that's a good idea, if you know that they're trying to screw you over, cut corners on something, or like priorities. Can't you do more about this? You have to advocate for yourself sometimes in the medical system, and it's stressful and tiring to do that. It's something I've had to do sometimes in my life, only ever when I had bad health insurance, never when it was good health insurance. When it's good health insurance, doctors will readily take good care of you. Like when I had a knee injury at one point, student health insurance, I was getting screwed. Doctors didn't want to do an MRI check to see what was going on with that. Then I got on parents' health insurance that was much better for a little bit, putting some pressure on there. But after there were changes in the rules with like the Obamacare stuff in it, so it became cheaper than paying for the students' health insurance to have it. My father is a jerk, but he always wants to save money, so he did that, and then I was able to very easily get them where I didn't have to advocate hardly at all. And they found some inflammation, but they said there was nothing they could do about it. It wasn't serious, so just low level. I think that did give me some physical therapy recommended, though, which helped bring it down, I guess. Because there had been some nerve damage with the knee injury that caused the muscles to tense up in abnormal ways that were pulling on and causing some inflammation. But they figured out it was after a bicycle accident. Pretty bad wipeout. Because, you're young and you're stupid and you think you're invincible. I was riding way too fast on my bike downhill. A steep hill, and yeah. Told I should have probably gone to the hospital. Go stop by the student health place, and I knew they probably would have sent me to the hospital for stitches. I was like, nah, walk it off, because they had this stupid walk it off mentality, which I got from said father, because he, I think, wanted to quote toughen up me and my brother, or he just wanted to save money. Yeah, took a while to get rid of that from bad experiences like that. I realize that's a stupid way of looking at things. Manticore is resistant to magical damage, so. 5 range on that. And those. Let's just deal with the wise woman.
Have you been eating?
Defenses are low in candy corn form, so that one hitter wouldn't have otherwise. Alrighty then. This has got no variance. It could do massive damage, could do nothing, hardly. Cone of fire. Guess I'll give it a shot in the manticore. There we go. It's pretty high damage. Worked out well. Gave it quite a bit of variance because you get a bunch of enemies and then there's a chance you take like one out. Rather than stay damage a bunch of enemies and none of them are dead, it's pointless. Area effect high variability is a good combo. Often. It's not going to quite kill the manticore though. This is a quick summon, so probably Phoenix is the best thing here. Actually, let's survive people first.
This will aid.
I do not seek glory.
I'm not used to
Jane and
all this
Ulrich.
darkness.
And a Phoenix.
Let's risk a little magic.
Right, well, the Phoenix will probably be moving before he uses. Actually, everyone will be moving out of the way. Let's see. Well, this is a spread of 1, 2, 3. Wait, 4 tiles though instead of 5. Gets on either side of him in front. Shouldn't it also do here? Eh. I think I'm better off using AP and actual
We are pilgrims
attacks.
in an unholy land.
Okay. Legionnaire.
Warm your hands by the fire, friend.
Put that up so the Ottoman can't reach him easily.
The light will guide me.
That was almost impressive.
Stay close.
Stop before you embarrass yourself.
Onto your own bear trap.
I bring the
Wasn't
flame,
sure if that would work, but it did.
I even trying.
a divine faith.
Fortunately, that react meant, or the Hagar couldn't actually get this guy down, but
My path is righteous.
You're not gonna like this.
Core is weakens mundane, and the ground kick is mundane.
Here is your affirmation.
Dead. Probably want to worry most about the tail. Treant might be able to tap root as it approaches Pant's angle. This resistance will help against spell steals. So this is a chance that tries to spell steal Treant instead of Brock himself. That would lead him to guarding the thing, maybe. It's dead. Okay, who did this steal that from? That's absorbed, stolen from a party member. Oh well. Can I kill it is the question. Oh, this'll work. Thought it had too much resistance. Dead's dead.
That was easy.
I don't know about easy.
So this is the fat loot everyone was telling me about.
Alright. Time for the hammer and anvil.
Knowledge is power. That's not bad either. Allow me.
There's two quality ups and there's a rank up. Extra firepower or extra support. Also upgrades abilities. Your holy works pretty good, so yeah, let's start with that.
I'll keep it safe.
Actually, it's for obvious way I should do because I'm gonna do that.
I'll keep it safe.
This is a smaller upgrade. This second character with more to be revived with more health, and it'll work better in Sun Death if I'm reviving people then. Right. Herald of Phoenix Feather Robes. Defense on the tank. I have to find he's not defensive enough. Sitting
I will
boots.
sanctify it with my touch.
Brock, that is not defense enough. Or resistance. Eh. These are also such high quality, there's virtually no chance of ever drawing a higher quality one. So it made sense to focus on them, whereas I might get a Stonebreaker plus 4 someday as a random drop, or Satanic Mail plus 3 or such. You know, armor pendant horizontal defense, so I'll do the avalanche rock too. Cool.
A moment of silence for the fallen. Oh wait, is that loot? Let's honor the dead by putting their gear to use.
Could do Hrothgar, but I have to upgrade both his Holy and Zeal Strikes for him to be able to attack diagonally effectively. And his Greater Zeal Strikes wouldn't. And Brock. Sometimes he just wants to. I just want him to ground and kick something. I always need the Ore Smasher. Let him summon the Treant diagonally.
I will sanctify it.
Allowed.
Could you clean this off for me, please?
And I'll do the kick. This gives me more flexibility with directions might launch enemies.
Knowledge is power. That's not bad either.
Let's focus on the guy with only 5 speed first.
There is a rich lore to this item. I could use a new staff to lean upon.
Could do this, but Sanctify is more useful in James because range abilities. If I'm dealing with someone who's something that's got cover and need excess aim, and that would give both aim and crit chance. So I'll do Brock. Give him a little crit chance. I'm adding
There is
offensive
a
powered
rich lore to this item.
characters who are the likely to die last in a fight. I guess James sometimes might live long, and Brock he's further back, but if I make him too dangerous, the enemies will prioritize taking him down first, so Brock up to my first legendary character. They're all adept we master right now.
A boon to our cause.
It's reactive and
This
pretty
will aid our quest.
niche. It's hard to position correctly
I could use a
often.
new staff to lean upon.
There are a number of situations where spell steal extra uses could come in handy. Hrothgarth was down too early.
Knowledge is power, but that's not bad either.
Get one
Allow me.
to there and heck, I guess do a spell steal. Off
Knowledge
this.
is power, but that's not bad either. I could use a new staff to lean upon.
My siphon to the guy is often using zeal strikes, sometimes when I don't want him to. It is a very offensive may have to deal with damage reflect enemies. Kind of glass cannon. Ugh. Slaying demons and such. Yeah. My siphon counters damage reflect. Demons have lots of damage reflect. Well, interesting, but I won't actually end up doing that one because that's enough for a day. Who knows what enemy type it'll be next. Sci-fi, demons, mountain village, dungeon. There's any number of things I could end up with. We'll see. But I hope you folks enjoyed the video. Till next time, this is Northstar. Take care of each other. Be kind to yourselves. And may you always find a guiding star to lead you home. Adieu. Best luck.